Hello, my name is Yogesh Lokhande. I'm the founder of Picture Zen. I help seekers in their inner journeys. In this podcast, which I have specially created for you, I have invited a very special guest. His name is Kenichi Ishimaru. He is my teacher for Zen counseling, and I'm very, very excited to have him in today's podcast. Today, we are going to go quite deep into what is Zen counseling and how it works. Let me introduce to you about little bit about Kenichi Ishimaru. He is from Japan. He is the founder of Kenichi Ishimaru Kyoto Institute for Zen Kinesiology. It is a university. He is also the teacher of Zen counseling, Zen face science, and Zen kinesiology. He has several decades of experience in this subject and he is a master. I learned Zen counseling from him in 2019 and that really changed my life, the way I understood Zen. Although I was a student of Zen for many, many years, but learning about Zen counseling and seeing how it works in practice really made a big difference in how I can impact other people. So today I am very, very happy to have him on this show, on this podcast. I would like to welcome him. Welcome, Kenichi.
So,
I would like to also point out that Kenichi is also Osho sannyasin. His name in Osho is Anand Dharma. So sometimes I may address him as Dharma, sometimes as Kenichi, sometimes, which I prefer, I like to address him as Sensei, which means teacher in Japanese. So, Sensei,
yes.
thank you for coming to India. Is it your first time to visit here?
No, I came to India so many times. And this is the second time to visit here, your house. Yes, yes.
Okay. How do you find your visits to India? Do you look forward to them? What do you like about India?
Oh, from now on, or for the first time,
Anytime.
anytime. So, I decided to come to India for the first time. It's 90 or 1978 or 79 maybe. So I met the book of Osho now. It was called Rajneesh, Bhagwan Sri Rajneesh in the past. I was really surprised to find his book. It shocked me. His book changed my life. So I enjoyed reading his books and I enjoyed it, but book doesn't change my life. So I finally decided to see him. So I decided to come to India to see him. And I came to India to see him 1980 March. Yes. And I spent 5 months in Osho commune. And it changed totally my life. It is the first my experience to come to stay in India.
Okay, so nice to know that. I understand you developed Zen counseling in the year 1990. How did that happen? What happened so that made you develop Zen counseling?
So Zen counseling is based on two concepts. One is Osho, and the other one is kinesiology. Yes. So kinesiology is not known in India, but it's very, very new revolutionary science. So through mass setting, we can search what is happening inside. of our body. So we can search the mechanism of organs, the mechanism of the brain, mechanism of the energy. So it's a revolutionary method. So I met it 1990, and I was really surprised. So I started to learn it, and I started to spread it in Japan first, then started to spread it in all over the world. Yes, and it was a great discovery because we may believe, we therapists or doctors may believe we know the answer of the client's problem. But it's impossible, okay? Because, for example, I meet you for the first time. Why can I do know about yourself? Even I don't know about myself. It's impossible to know about themselves. So I already graduated from so-called therapies, so-called healing methods. It's somehow good, but not perfectly good. So, but when I met kinesiology, it was great because muscle knows what is it. I can ask the client's body what is happening. So it's the same meaning, Osho taught about us, you as a Buddhas, be with you as Buddhas. So look inside. So look inside means how can we insight just by meditation or muscle testing? Anyway, so I met the two big methods. One is Osho's vision, the other one is kinesiology vision. So I was sharing kinesiology all over the world, but the problem happened. The problem means, technique itself is so simple. Just push, strong or weak, so easy. But before pushing, we need to ask. We can create problem, create questions, but therapists tend to judge it. They create, unnecessary question, so it creates confusion in client. So finally, I found, I need to create a new counseling for asking question for muscle testing. And, so-called counselors and therapists tend to judge. Okay, I imagined, how can I create the counseling method without any judgment? And finally I found, without no advice, what kind of method we can create. So I started experiment. I didn't learn any Western psychology. I didn't learn any Western therapy. But I just learned Osho's vision. So Zen counseling is only based on Eastern method, Eastern psychology.
Okay, Sensei, thank you so much for elaborating on how you developed Zen counseling.
Yes.
That's amazing. So, what is the main difference between Western form of counseling and the kind of counseling you came up with, which you call Zen counseling?
So, in fact, I have no idea about Western counseling. I've never learned any Western counseling. But, so when I was sharing as a kinesiologist, giving a session, so-called kinesiologist giving judgmental advice. So, and it destroys a good session of kinesiology. So, what is the problem? Yeah. The problem is therapist knows, counselor behave as if they know the answers of a client. It's totally stupid. It's totally stupid. So one day, one idea came into my mind. If everyone is a Buddha, even every client is a Buddha, is advice necessary? That idea came. So I started to experiment without any advice. The good counseling can be possible? Yes. It's my first experience. So I started without using any Western counseling, without any Western ideas. I started to create, I started to experiment a new method of counseling without any advice. This is the key.
Wonderful. So you're saying that without giving advice, you are able to provide some counseling to the clients, and that is successful also. So, how does it really work? What is the methodology of uh, doing Zen counseling?
So, no methodology, so-called Western counselors are just bullshit because they believe they know the client's answer. They must be crazy. They must be totally stupid. How can they know client's answer even without listening to them? Totally stupid. Finally, I understand. I don't know. I have no idea. But the client creates the problem. Then client knows the answer. Yes. To me, it's, my counseling, only normal counseling. Western counseling, crazy, stupid, dangerous counseling to me.
Okay, but counseling, the word itself means giving advice. When I go to someone and say, give me your counsel, it means give me your advice. So, in a way, in Zen counseling, there is no advice. So, if you cannot give advice, how can you solve the problem?
Yes, yes. So it is the first experiment to create Zen counseling, I thought, if without any advice, what we can do? Yes, only three choices. Just one is listening. Second is repeating. Third one is asking questions. So I started most easy way is just listening. So I started experiment. I didn't give any advice. I didn't give any comment. I just listening. And I asked the client to keep talking for 10 minutes. Surprisingly, after talking, they found their answer by themselves. Yeah. Finally, I understand. Oh, this is good enough. Otherwise, it's not necessary. If a client talks, they find the answer by themselves. Yes, this is a reality.
Wow, that's really amazing. And I would like to say that it's really um, something that works. I have experienced it myself also. Just allowing the client to talk is good enough. The client gets the time to become aware of the problem and comes to his own solution. So, Sensei, are you a Zen monk?
No, I'm not a monk.
Do you follow Zen Buddhism?
No. I'm not Buddhism. My family does not belong to any Buddhism. I learned Buddhism from Osho. My country, Japan, is basically a Buddhism country. So I know some ideas of Buddhism, but I'm not familiar, I'm not enthusiastic about Buddhism. I don't belong to any religion.
Then why did you call this technique as Zen counseling?
Yeah, it's a very strange, very curious history, okay? So I I started to experiment this method. I didn't know how I should call, okay? So first, I don't give any advice. I should be neutral. So I called it neutral counseling in the beginning. Then I changed the name. Oh, I can deal with the stress. So I call it stress counseling. Okay. So then counseling, no, I didn't use it. Stress counseling or neutral counseling, I will use the word. Okay. So it's good in Japan. Curiously, I came to India, Osho commune, start teaching it. Okay. The word stress counseling and neural counseling is good for Japanese people, but for Westerners, neutral counseling, stress counseling, does it mean? So I was so curious. So for the market reason, I created a new word, Zen counseling. The Western people are curious about Zen, so they will come to me to learn something new. So I put the name Zen counseling. And finally, I accidentally I put it that name, but finally I understand Zen counseling is the best name for my counseling. Yeah. History very strange, very funny. Yes.
Yeah, that's really creative. I think Zen counseling is a very good name. It really works on the principles of Zen Buddhism in a way, even though you don't really have any components of Zen Buddhism in Zen counseling. It's all about listening and solving the problems. So, in Zen counseling, what kind of problems can be solved?
Any kind of problem will be solved. I tried so many kind of client, and I am categorizing three big categories. Okay, one is called health and counseling. Then counseling can heal any kind of disease, any kind, even cancer, any kind of disease can be healed with Zen counseling. The second category is about money. People have a lot of stress about money, so I call it business Zen counseling. So business people can be used for counseling. And the third one is relationship. So, I call it love Zen counseling. So human relationship is complicated. So this is not so easy, but finally, love is the key to create a problem and solve the problem. So these three categories, any kind of problem can be solved. Any kind, any kind.
Okay, so you are saying that there are three categories of uh, Zen counseling: health Zen counseling related to physical pain and issues, and business Zen counseling for maybe business concerns, and relationship counseling, which you call as love Zen counseling. So it is very surprising that counseling without giving advice can solve a physical pain. So, do you give some kind of medicine to solve the pain? How does Zen counseling work?
So no medicine, of course, no operation. So so-called doctors and practitioners do not understand the relationship between physical pain and awareness and energies. So where they don't understand the awareness and energy, they have to use some method. Their method is operation or medicine, okay? But all the disease comes from stress. Yes. Some doctors understand it. Stress is very important, but they have not yet clarified the relationship between disease and stress. I totally finally found the relationship between disease and stress. Once stress was released, the disease disappears. This is my discovery.
Okay, so you're saying that all diseases, all pains are related to stress. And if you solve the underlying stress, then the disease and the pain disappears.
Yes.
That's really a marvelous discovery, actually. And how long does it take? How long does a typical duration of treatment with Zen counseling last?
Oh, it depends. So-called doctors just take 5 minutes or 1 minute or 2 minutes, just to listen little and decide which medicine is good. So doctor can't do that because it depends how long my client talks. If they talk 1 hour, it takes 1 hour. If they talk 2 hours, it takes 2 hours. So my job is just listen. So it depends on how long they talk.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't expect a short result.
So, in just one session, the pain and the stress disappears?
Yes, yes. It may take hours, but it disappears. Yes, it disappears. No more pain.
Wow, this is really amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You say that in Zen counseling, every client must be seen as a Buddha, not as a patient. So, what is the difference when you see the client as a Buddha? What does it really mean?
You know, basic mean is I don't know the answer. Client creates a problem. Client knows the answer. So the so-called Western doctors and psychologists believe they know the answer. They must be stupid and crazy. Yes? So it's a big difference. Buddha means deep inside they know it. It's a big difference.
Okay. So, by allowing the client to talk about his problem, you help the client to come up with their own solution,
Yes.
or at least identify the cause of their stress. This is a very interesting methodology. Sensei,
Yes.
I have seen you in action for so many cases, and I have seen that all your techniques are really magical and they really give results within half an hour or max 1 hour, depends on how long the client speaks. Is there any kind of problem that Zen counseling cannot solve?
So, in fact, I don't solve. My client solve it by himself. But sometimes the client are not ready to see their problem. Okay, it takes time because I just allow them to talk their problem. So, but sometimes deep inside they find a very stressful situation. They don't want to remember it. They don't want to see it. Okay, I'm just need to wait. But finally they decide, pain, okay, I can have pain, but I don't want to see the problem. Then okay, it's your choice. Then I have to stop it. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's your choice. Yeah. Mm.
All right. So it depends on the client. If they are not willing to look at their problem, then they cannot solve it.
No, it's impossible.
Okay.
So sometimes, other people's problem is also difficult because so in many cases, mothers bring her child to me. Oh, my son is moving around restlessly, something like that. So, but it's her mother's problem. I asked him, what problem? He just enjoy moving his body, not the problem. So mother creates a problem. It happened. So in that case, I don't touch. At first, if the boy believes they have problem, then I can listen to him for him. But I cannot listen to mother's problem. Yeah.
Yeah. So anything else that you have seen Zen counseling cannot solve?
So, oh, client himself misunderstand their problem. Okay. In fact, for example, some guy come to me. I have a cancer. Okay. Oh, cancer. You have a cancer. Okay. Who told you you had a cancer? Yeah, my doctors. It's your doctor's idea. Where is your pain? No pain. But doctor says I have a cancer. Okay, it's a doctor's problem. It's a fake problem. It must be real problem. I always ask them, where is pain? It is a reality. Only I can deal with the reality. I cannot deal with the fake problems.
Okay. So all the um labels or all the diagnoses that doctors do, you don't believe in them at all?
I don't believe it's just their ideas.
But-
I just ask my client what your real problem is. Yeah.
Okay. I see.
Okay, of course, maybe, the doctor said, oh, you have you have cancer, and the client have pain in the body. Okay, I can deal with that. I can deal with the pain in the body, but I can't deal with the cancer cell. It's not my job. Doctors are dealing with cancer cell. It's their job, not my job. Okay?
Right.
Yeah.
So you can relieve the pain, but not the cancer, or should we say that it is connected, and if the pain goes away, then maybe the cancer also can be cured?
Yeah. Yeah. No, doctors don't know the real reason of the cancer, okay? They believe cancer cell is the cause.
Okay.
But we understand, okay? She has a strong stress with her husband's mother, okay? She's always quarreling with her. So it must be a big stress. That stress created her cancer. We know it, okay?
Right.
But doctors don't know it. We just listen from a crier, so we understand. Oh, you have a big stress with your mother-in-law. Oh, I understand. It's a stress. It's a cause of stress. Once she get rid of the stress with her mother-in-law, she has no more stress. She has no more pain in her body. And maybe still cancer cell there, but it's not my job. Okay?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. At least you are solving their mental, emotional, psychological pain, which
Yeah.
anyway kind of contributes to the physical ailments
Yeah,
also.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. It's a really eye-opening thing. Sensei, you have also started teaching face science these days.
Yeah.
How is face science connected to Zen counseling?
Face science is a very, very attractive science, and it is science, okay? If it is not science, I don't run, I don't teach, okay? You know, basically, most of the problem can be solved just with Zen counseling. Yeah, but sometimes it takes time. You know, the cause of stress may be in their childhood, in the garden, in the kindergarten era. So 3 years old, 5 years old, or elementary school children, they don't remember well. Okay, so it takes time. So I was thinking, even I can take long to find the solution, then my student cannot easily find the solution. So I finally thinking, what is the point? And finally I understand the key of the problem is coming from contradiction. So each people have a contradiction deep inside. And once we found their contradiction, we can easily come to the solution. Contradiction means one part of him goes to right, the other part of him goes to left. Two contradictory parts are going this way. Oh, I cannot move with the problem. This contradictory status is the cause of the problem. This is it. But how many kinds of contradiction? So I finally found our face has contradiction. Okay, our face has contradiction. So for me, for example, that head part, this is a thinking part, and here, jaw part, this is the action part. We need to think or we need to take action. Both are important, but thinking action are contradictory because if we think too much, we don't take action. If we are thinking, we take action, it's a problem. So balance between taking action and thinking is very important. So faith has this contradiction. There are many kinds of contradiction in the faith. So by learning faith reading, we can easily clarify which contradiction client has. So this is very important to brush up against Zen counseling.
Amazing. Sensei, whatever you have talked about face science, it seems extremely interesting for budding counselors, and I think even healers and coaches and all, whoever is dealing with other people can benefit a lot from learning Zen counseling. So, in your opinion, who can learn Zen counseling?
So, anyone can learn Zen counseling, and yeah, to anyone it should be effective. So yeah, but they don't believe counseling can be done without advice. Yeah, it's the people's belief system in the world. No.
Okay, so if someone wants to learn Zen counseling, is it a 1 year course or 6 months? How long does it take to learn it?
Okay, it's a good question. So I created it 4 days good enough. Only 4 days you can learn everything. But after that, you need to practice. There are so many kinds of clients, So if you want to 100% confidence to complete the good counseling, it may take, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, I don't know. But in my observation, some good Zen counseling are, appearing now in Japan. They take 3 to 5 years. Yeah. So if you really want to be a professional, maybe 3 to 5 years is necessary.
Okay, so you're saying about 4 days to learn it as the first step, but to master it and to keep on practicing, you will need 3 to 5 years.
Yeah.
Okay, I think in any profession like a counselor, that's a decent enough time to become an expert in it. Okay, so moving on, how many countries have you taught Zen counseling so far?
Okay. I taught, of course, in Japan and Europe, America, and Asia. So in the United States, I taught in Los Angeles and New York. And in Europe, I often taught Germany, France, Switzerland, and Russia. I often visited Russia so many times. And now I'm teaching Zen counseling. I've taught Zen counseling in Hong Kong and Indonesia, Jakarta, and Pune, the Osho commune. Yes, yes.
Oh, that's amazing. So, what is your vision? What is your long term vision for Zen counseling? How do you want it to grow? What do you see for Zen counseling in the future?
I'm just waiting, Luckily and unluckily, Western counseling or Western psychology is totally bullshit. They don't get a good result. So some sincere counselor, some sincere therapists are searching something great. And I have the answer, so they'll come to me. But I don't know how long does it take. I don't push myself to advertise, but I know I need not advertise. There are some good people are searching something great. So in a way, I have no vision. I'm just enjoying sharing it.
So nice. So, I hope my viewers would have really liked this conversation with Sensei Kenichi Ishimaru. And I remember one of the things that really made a deep impact on my learning and understanding was his statement that relaxation itself is enlightenment. So, in my work, I help seekers to progress on their inner journeys. One of the things which is often discussed is enlightenment and awakening. And when Sensei says that relaxation itself is enlightenment, it means a lot. It's so simple. There's nothing to really put an effort into, to struggle towards, to strive towards. I would just like to end this podcast by asking him to throw some light on this. Sensei,
Yes.
what do you mean by relaxation is enlightenment?
Oh, good. I'm a disciple of Osho. And Osho talked a lot about enlightenment, and I also experienced a glimpse of enlightenment when Osho was alive, 1980 in August, at the end of August, when I was attending the Vipassana 10 days meditation. It was a gorgeous experience. But it was gorgeous, but I spent a lot of time for meditation. So, it was very hard to meditate enthusiastically. So, I Osho is enlightened. So he is teaching his way, but in my experience, it's so hard. So I was thinking, what is a good way, easy way to get enlightened again? No more enlightenment, but I have a memory of Green Pacific enlightenment. So I was thinking, so I picked up Osho's words. And Osho said, everybody is born, every child, every baby is born as enlightened. So every child is a baby, Buddha. Okay. And I have a daughter. When she was born, I started studying. Wait, in her movement. So, and she was very graceful. Yeah. And I felt, oh, this is enlightenment. Okay. Baby gracefulness. Yeah, I felt this is enlightenment. So I decided not to destroy her enlightenment. I did my best to protect her enlightenment, her freedom, yes. So, and in fact, I didn't educate at all, but she became a good adult. So, Osho said was right. It's, if all your parents take their children as a Buddhas, it's good enough. It's good enough. It's good enough. Yeah. But only the problem is adults. Okay. Babies are already enlightened. Okay. So we can just protect their enlightenment. But what about stressful adults? What to do? Then, I learned kinesiology and I created Zen counseling. So when I was teaching Zen counseling, in the beginning, I am telling people, just listen, just listen. But finally, I understood that just listen is not good enough. Okay. Then I finally found listen, relax is the key. Relax is the key. So first, client needs to be relaxed. Then client can be relaxed. Relaxation is the key. And so finally I checked Osho's vision. Osho says relaxation also. So I thought, enlightenment can be relaxation. Okay, stressful, not stressful means relax. Okay, this is a good combination. So I'm teaching relaxation is enlightenment. So just be relaxed or stressful. Relax or stressful. Just choose to be relaxed. That's all. My vision is so simple.
Wonderful. It's always an exciting thing to know what new things you're working on. And it's always amazing to see how Zen counseling, being so simple, can also help clients to solve all their problems. Not just problems, but also relieve pain, which is a problem for so many people. So this has been a really informative session. Sensei, thank you so much. I would like to ask viewers, if you feel that you want to know more about Zen counseling, if there is some question that you have that was not asked by me to him, maybe you can put that question in the comments and then we will try to address that separately. Thank you so much, Sensei. Thank you so much. I hope your visit to India is successful. All the best to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.